Thank you very much. Now moving to item 10, the Capital Programme Performance Report for March 2022. And Richard, thank you for joining us. Yeah, let's deal with item 10 next. Thank you.
Sorry, it's actually Paul Dadson that's presenting. Richard's had
my
to leave,
apologies.
unfortunately. That's all right. Richard had to leave a little bit earlier. So I'll take it, the report largely as read. There's just a couple of things I wanted to highlight. There has been a significant reduction in the overall forecast this month. So we're currently forecasting about a 75% overall spend against the capital program. This is due to a number of the combined effects, but particularly around COVID, supply chain and resource issues, which we've been flagging consistently for the last 6 to 8 months. So they have come into play this quarter. And although the program is substantially on track at the 6-month mark, this is why we've had a drop off in that last quarter. The other points are that even though we're focused on resuming the program as much as we can, we still have some of those constraints in play, particularly in the Canterbury region. But we will continue to provide updates each month on how we're progressing against that. We do expect another bit of a tail off in the forecast, perhaps a little bit further, but not as steeply as it has in this last month. And the final point is that as we're reducing the capital spend, obviously the carry forward balance is rising. So we're currently reviewing how that's tracking and where and what we need to do about that, and particularly as a part of the annual plan, because we need to review where those carry forwards need to land or lie. We think that we can keep a reasonably low level flowing into 2023. So a large percentage of that carry forward is likely to go into 24, not 23. But we're still working on that. So we'll continue to monitor that and update you as we have more information on where that's likely to land. So those are the...
Great, thank you. That leads to an immediate question. Mm-hmm. So clearly there will be some constraint around what can be delivered in FY23. We couldn't realistically expect to deliver, I'm assuming, everything that we are currently planning to put into next year's annual plan year, in addition to all of the carry forwards. And that's why I'm assuming there's a suggestion that some of that would carry forward to future years. Yes. There will be some questions of priority and deliverability that would determine what goes into next year and what gets pushed out. Whether we leapfrog FY23 with the carry forwards into FY24, or whether we push some of 22 into 23 and some of 23 into 24 and beyond. Correct. That's something I imagine that elected members will have an interest in. Yes. And something that we would expect to have some oversight of and input into. There will be the opportunity for us to have that input and oversight. Yes. Yep, excellent. And that'll come through the annual plan development as we move from the draft through the consultation to the final annual plan. Correct. Yes. That's good. Yes. And then my next question, deliverability has obviously been affected, as you say, by COVID, by supply chain issues and by resource constraints. Some of those we might like to think have been unique to the period that we're in or that we've just come through, but some of them are likely to continue into the FY23 year and possibly beyond. Correct. Does that mean we need to have a look at the deliverability of the capital programme for FY23 as currently planned, notwithstanding the carry forward issue? Yes, we do. So we'll visit that as part of annual plan finalisation as well? Yes. All right. So there are workshops or meetings set aside for that to occur? Yes. Excellent. That will be part of that annual plan process going forward. Yes. All right. That's good. Thank you. Anything else that people want to raise? Jimmy?
Thank you. Yeah. Also, this one, particular page 87, regarding the home bill, we could say the library customer service one. But item 11 also mentioned this one. It's page 119. I just want to know when the new piling methodology has been done and this piling work can be finished.
Okay. Darren's going to report. His report will cover off that in the next
Or next one?
Next agenda item, if that's okay.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
Yep.
But how about major cycle route? Also next one. Major cycle way.
Major cycle route.
So what's the question, Jimmy?
Our questions is I didn't see the particular regarding the South Express section 2 and the section 1 and 2. Where about I didn't see any information. Also particular section 2. I didn't see information. South Express. Between the,
Can you refer to a page? Oh, so
no, because they showed all this
as
information.
much as you're saying it's not there.
The shovel-ready project.
Not there, so I cannot show which page.
No,
Not
that's
there.
good news.
No. Yeah.
So it should be in the external. It hasn't. We missed something in the.
It's not in there. Is there any
reporter.
changes though from the last
No.
report?
Well,
Last time,
no.
yes, but this time I didn't see.
No, there isn't, except for the fact that Rapanui and South Express and Coastal Pathway have all been affected by COVID resourcing levels of staff because of COVID shutdown. So in this round, we've actually been hit with deliverability issues because people haven't been able to be on site.
Yep.
So that's really all it is. Otherwise, there's no change.
So the answer to your question, Jimmy, would appear is there's no change.
Yeah, no. It's not true. I just want to know when will be started between the section, the Temperton and the Eastland to Hornby, this section, when will be started?
I can't answer that today. It would have been in the report. If it's not in the report, that's an error on our
I didn't
part.
see the information. I didn't see this time, no any the
Section 2.
information
Section-
regarding to this one.
South Express, that's not that we need the. No, South Express.
So what I'm going to suggest is that it should be in the report. If it's not, it's an error, and we need to address that.
And it hasn't changed from last month.
The last time I still don't know this kind of answer.
So the information that should have appeared in the report would be exactly the same as appeared in the last report.
Yeah, correct.
Also, when the tree replant between the Buchanan Road in this section, because Star mentioned 7 months will be replanted start from the season of April to September. But this time I still didn't see this information. There should be the updated information.
I'm sorry, I don't understand what you're asking me
Because
there.
those major cycle route has been done between the Buchanan Road, this section.
Yes.
But Star mentioned like to replant the tree,
Yes.
during this section. But I didn't
And
see
when
any.
and
This is an
before they
opportunity-
replant, this has gone back to the board. This has gone back or is about to go back to the board as a memo, but it has gone back in the past. The information has come back. We will go back to the board with a planting plan before we start planting. We need to plant in the planting season, which is about now or in spring.
Yeah, but bring to the board. Star mentioned is a start from April. We bring. But I ask community board still no any information. We
Staff will
still
bring
no
it back
any
as soon as they
information.
can.
All right, so it's coming back to the board. I mean,
Yep.
this is an opportunity to look at the performance of the capital programme rather than for necessarily a deep dive into one particular project and 2 particular trees or whatever it might be. We need to keep the discussion at the right level, given that this is the Finance and Performance Committee meeting,
Yes.
and there might be some local concerns around the way that a particular part of a local cycleway is built.
Yeah.
And that
Okay,
should be
last
dealt with through the
question.
board.
Jimmy,
Okay,
yes,
last
please.
question, yeah.
Yeah.
Last question, the page 101, Horseway Junction Road extension. Because in here, particular about 2 kind of information. One is the current approved delivery is July 24, and the forecast is June 23. That's regarding to the delivery schedule. The other one is a budget one, but approved is the 12.5. Forecast is 13.7. I just want to know when will be put on the item 12. This kind of delegation budget change will be because the gap is $1.2 million.
There'll be a report coming back to this, either this committee or council, in
Yes.
order to discuss budget issues relating to this project. But we are still waiting on information from Kiwi Rail.
So when would you expect that report to come? It obviously depends on when the information lands from the third party.
We expected it a while ago, but I'm anticipating it will come in the next. I am hoping it will come in the next month, so it will inform the final LTP.
All right. Given that this comes up regularly, if you can just volunteer an update on that next time, that would be good.
That'll be good.
Thank
Yep.
you.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Any further questions on this report? In which case, I'm happy to move that we receive the information. Do I have a seconder? Sarah Templeton. Is there any discussion? All those in favour say aye. Against, that's carried.